Right, I started editing my video and realized I don't have a good introduction, an explanation for hydraulics. It's also worth noting it is December 16th when I'm filming this video. And I think the first clip that you're about to see is from
Jersey.
Probably like
Jersey.
April 1st or something like that. So this part's been a long time coming here, but anyway. Basically, the hydraulics in the motor, you take a spark plug out, you hollow the spark plug out, and then you put pipe fitting on it to where you can put a hydraulic hose on the spark plug and, you know, thread the hose into the spark plug adapter you've made. Then you put that on, say, like a hydraulic pump, or in our case, a tractor, 986. And you just kind of bump it over, fill the cylinder with oil, and use that pressure to break the engine free. It works, but there's no guarantee that it doesn't break something. And we'll get to the point in the video where you see what happened. It's also worth noting, it did make it up here on its own power. It's going to be a kind of a long video, and it takes a while to see it running. But it does get up here on its own power. I don't have it filmed or anything, but it does get up here on its own power. So for those that were angry that it didn't get or didn't have any video of it running, in the last video, well, it's running now. But that's all the spoilers you're gonna get. So say it's gonna be kind of a long video to watch. Right rear tire's flat over here, but yeah, I should air it up. It'll probably just go flat again. But anyway, it does get up here on its own. So it still needs engine work. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say. I'm probably missing something, but, and I guess back to the people being angry that it didn't run in the last video. It didn't run until like no, it was September when we first got it to run. So from March, whatever it was, 27th to September, it didn't run. So it's been a long time coming. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, enjoy the video. Skip through it. I don't really care. But you'll have to get towards the end of the video to see any action motor-wise. All right, we are desperate, out of options. We have done about as much hydraulics as we can physically do. I mean, we could do more, but we're gonna try the starter. It moves. Yeah, the engine turns over. It moves. We've got power to places. Yeah, the lights. Well, this light was working, then it burnt out, but we get
no high beams.
Yeah. Anyways,
Will it work? I don't know.
I doubt it.
Nothing.
Wow, I am so surprised. She spins pretty good from here to here. I mean, the starter will move it all the way from here to here, but you get right here in there and she's stuck. I mean, stuck. So, and it's pretty loose through here, so we're getting there, but starter works. Our limitation is the cables get hot. All it'll do is just tap it, so that's, and we put a breaker bar on here and that helps it, and that's kind of our gauge on how much it moves. And so, well, it's not a breaker bar, it's got a ratchet on the end, so if it does take off, it'll hopefully kick it off. So I actually just went through and pulled all the sill plates off, and I think I might try and pull this front section of carpet and start to hose it down. But as you can see, that's all aluminum corrosion on here. And the passenger side front was pretty bad. Hi. I vacuumed the trunk out. I did not make a video of that, but I did. I cleaned up one of these mats. It still smells rank. I cleaned up this door panel too. It looks pretty good. I haven't cleaned up the front one. So, and I got everything we touched to be wiped off at least. So, with soap. So hopefully that's not too bad. As you can see, we got it up on blocks here and had to do hydraulics on it 2 more times. So it's kind of defeat, kind of not, kind of is. We have to, unfortunately with that, we have to stop it in a loose spot so that it keep spinning. So that kind of sucks, but I wonder what it'll take to pull this carpet out. I have to pull those cowl panels. It's pretty nasty. I probably will, but yeah. All right, well, hopefully you can see me. I'm gonna try and pull this carpet out. Oh, dang. Oh, we're back. Let's see how this goes. That wasn't too bad. Actually, carpet is. But that wasn't too bad. Is this all? It's all glued down, but we can pull it off. Here it is. Hell, I need a pressure washer for this, but I think we're just gonna bring the hose out and start hosing it down. That's about all we can do on it. I'm gonna try and pull this insulation. For those who didn't know, this is kind of how Ford liked to differentiate trim packages here. They would make the higher the trim have more sound deadening. That's how Ford like to do it. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna go back in. That's just mud. I don't know if you heard me say that, but I can almost guarantee it. That hole chute in that panel right there is exactly where, sure she's still there. Does not work with a tripod. Can you see that up there? There's a body plug out right there. And that fell out when I moved it, and that is exactly where the hole is chewed in that insulation. I would just bet money that that is where all the mice got into this car. Chewed out around there. I would just bet money on that. I would. Hopefully that'll help the smell in here. She's pretty rank. This looks very much aftermarket, but it must be factory, so. Get some of this cleaned out. I'm gonna start with this, just hose it off. Go from there.
carpet.
Well, it's time to pull this front seat. I didn't think I was going to do this, but I kind of want to get that rear carpet out, and this is all that's holding us back, so yeah. Make sure I don't poke too many holes in it because it's still good besides the smell. But come over here, I decided that. Yeah, there it is. Deciding if I should just blow it off or hose it off. Well, right, wrong, or indifferent, we're gonna hose them off. Well, I ripped the rear seat carpet out. Fortunately, there were a few places that had to be ripped. They had screws holding the carpet down, which is fine. But I picked and picked and picked at them, and I could not get the heads were stripped out. It wouldn't do anything. So I ended up just, these two came out right there, and I think that was it. So unfortunately, that kind of sucks. So I don't know. We'll see. This carpet's it's better but worse. It's really a toss-up on them, really. But the inside's pretty well gutted. It's not too bad. You can see, I mean, there ain't nothing left. That one maybe, but I tried that one and it was stripped. I mean, there was, I should cut that off, but you're gonna ruin the carpet anyway, so I suppose just have to put a vice grip on them and spin them out and then put new screws in, maybe. Try and hold her in. But yeah. Next step probably is going to be the headliner. But we'll let that air out. I mean, I can leave the windows open now. Rears, at least, it won't matter, but I'm going to hose this back seat off. And there is quite a difference here between, you know, the dirty and clean. This is still wet, obviously, but still really wet. But you know, there's a big difference there. So, well, I figured I'd make a video of the lights that work. Key is on right now. Oil light on the left, generator on the right, temp, and none of the lights across the dash work. But I'm sure that's probably a connection, considering they all don't work. But I just have the running lights on, and both tail lights work. And I don't know if this was the trunk lights or what, but each light has two holes on it. I don't know, maybe that was for police work or something. The lights for turn or flashing, I don't know, but I'd guess those are trunk lights, which is pretty cool actually. Yeah, this is running lights. Pretty cool. Jet age. I guess I don't need the key on right now. I don't think the front running lights work. No. Oh. Funny thing with this is, if you lose the dash lights, you lose the tail lights too. So I have the headlights on. We'll have to fiddle with it. High beams are on, but both high beams are burnt out currently. So that doesn't help any. Have to finesse this again. Oh. Dash lights are back on, and tail lights are back on. Anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. Shut that off. Then if we turn the key on, pop it in reverse, both reverse lights work, and they're bright. Man, the wiring on the car never seems so amazing. Yeah, no kidding. And then the world's fastest turn signals. See them blinking in there. Oh, reverse lights are on still, but
Relay's a little blinky.
I assume it's because the charger is. And then this side's even faster.
Do the lights on the dash work?
Not across the or the turn. Yeah.
The generator and oil light work?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's flashing. Turn the turn signal off. Anyway, I think we're gonna try it. Assume disappointment and go from there. It's not even worth recording. I don't think we'll get anywhere. So you guys missed literally nothing. It's another day, about 24 hours later.
It won't do it again.
Yeah, it's not gonna do it again. It's just gonna click now.
But wait, we literally just hung on the key for 15 seconds and it cranked.
Yeah, but it didn't stop though. That, like, you know, in the video, I don't know if we had any video footage of it, of I clicking it.
I don't think so.
I don't think we recorded it, but what was happening is you'd hit the starter and it'd stop. And we had the breaker bar that's laying under there on the crank bolt, and I was pulling down on it, and you click it and it click, 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 click all the way down. We were doing that for basically all day yesterday.
And Saturday.
And Saturday. Yeah. Hit it again. See what happens on video.
It won't.
Just click now. So something happened. Not really sure, but something happened. Mind you, we were ready to start pulling the heads off of this thing tonight.
That was my ultimatum, was if it didn't crank tonight, we were pulling stuff off.
Oh, Dad's here. Good news for Dad.
That was what I said, isn't that?
Yeah, I was thinking about it today, and I was just like, man, we're gonna be pulling the heads off the Galaxy tonight.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even remember how I ended the last video, but it's not fun. We were at a real high, now we're at a real low. I know in one of the clips, probably was the last one, this thing was cranking over. We came out here the next day and it's stuck again. No cranking, wouldn't budge. And that clip spent a few weeks ago. We spent a few weeks messing with it, but fortunately I think the motor's gonna have to come apart. Well, not apart, not to the bearings or anything, but come apart, clean the cylinder walls out, and get it spinning over, open, and see what we can do. I have I made marks on everything what I feel I can to make sure, you know, to give us an idea of what it was. I've marked the belt, hard to tell, but I marked the timing mark and the front pulley. I even came down here and I marked the flywheel. Oh, no, the roll marker. I was running out of paint, but yeah. We're gonna try and, I don't know if it'll help us or not or make us more confused, but I made those marks, and when we start to tear more stuff down, I think I'm gonna remark them, just because some of them are hard to reach, but right now, I got it marked for now. So anyway, have the carb all off, and that's all here. The vacuum plate, and carb. The gasket's good still, so that's nice, but we got a new ultrasonic cleaner, so that carb will be able to be put in there and cleaned. And I didn't put the seats in They're not bolted in, but they are in the car, so still need to pull the headliner out, so I didn't want to bolt them in yet, but that's where we stand on this thing. Unfortunately, it's got to come apart. I'm not surprised, but I'm a little disappointed because it was spinning over, but that's how she went. So anyway, I think we'll keep working on it. We're real busy here. It's planting season. Just got a little break right now, so figured I'd start working on it. So, well, as you can see, we are pretty well disassembled. Got the distributor out here, and yeah, there's some of my marks. See that red dot right there in the shaft was pointing at this, but that's just how much this gear turned when it pulled out. So hopefully when it sits back in, it should sit back there. So I think as long as we end the motor where I have it marked here, or crank the motor, that it should be good. I guess it could still be 180 out, but I marked 2 places on the flywheel, so hopefully that keeps it in time so we don't have as much thinking to do when the time comes. But yeah, anyway, I don't know when we'll get to it, so hopefully this just isn't a open motor this whole time, or maybe I'll just keep rolling on and try and pull it. We are in the middle of planning right now, but I am not of use at the moment. I will be in a little while, but not right now. So maybe we'll just keep plucking away at it. I don't know. Well, it's been a while and a lot has happened. I think the last clip I made, I just had the distributor pulled and all that, but everything is pulled out. It's been busy here. I probably should have shown everything, but what's concerning is nothing looks to correspond with how stuck it is. I mean, we haven't done anything to these cylinder walls, and obviously the pistons that are up could be problemed. Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of junk around them. Hopefully we'll be able to get it. We're just gonna have to spin it and spin it and spin it till it gets going. And then we've got something here that's of concern. I don't know if we'll be able to even show it. There's a little vertical line. That's too bright. You have to just put your finger where it is.
And can't even.
It's
right there. Kind of follow it down right up there, tip of my fingernail. It looks worse in person than on the camera. We think it's a scratch, but it's a very gnarly scratch.
But it's very possible it's a scratch with how much crap. You know, we've spun this over quite a bit. We could have a lot of that stuff worked.
Which it appears that a lot of people don't believe in.
Yeah.
Crappy old 352. Well, I say crappy, but it's a 352 Ford, people. It's not.
Say, we're not dealing with a high performance 427 here.
This ain't a 427. This is a 352 that we could get out of an F600 if we needed to.
Yeah. I mean, they're not great, but nothing corresponds with how stuck it is. So we was just getting ready to tear it down. And actually, I need to make a new intro for this video and explain some stuff, because hydraulics, I guess, are a new, completely foreign concept to everyone. But here's the intake manifold. This is the driver's side header bolt, the collector bolt and nut, and then the other side the studs came out of. So and here are the heads. Everything just needs a deep clean. The head gaskets. The other one's still on there, but I'll have to order a gasket kit tonight. I don't know. I'm afraid it wasn't worth the hassle, but you don't know what if we know it's not. How did these this one was back here, I believe. I don't know if you can reuse these head bolts or not.
Probably not recommended.
I'm happy it's not ruined, but I'm also a little disappointed because for how stuck it is, I was expecting some serious rust on the cylinder. So yeah, and the wind's just been blowing like crazy here. Blew crap all over the motor. Just putting more stuff in the trunk. It's turning into a junkyard digs, you know, car half torn apart video really fast. So I'm hoping to get it put back together shortly or soon. So yeah. Anyway, that's the update. The starter's still out of it. Just we've been messing with the 70, the Charles VAC. You can see that exhaust pipe's really plugged and crappy, but I'm not too worried about any water getting in through those oil-soaked rags, so we'll be pretty good. There's a chance of rain tonight. I doubt it'll happen, but we'll get situated and I'm ready to go. So I think I'm gonna call it for now. Back at it tonight, and I put the starter in. So a lot easier when the heads are off. Put the starter in, and I've been going around and blowing out around the rings in each piston. You can see it better over here. But I don't know. Truthfully, I'm at a loss. I don't know if I want to hook the battery up. I don't know if I want to know if it cranks or not, but I don't know. I guess maybe I'll try it. I think my battery will be dead, but yeah, I've got the kit or gasket set ordered, so we can't really do anything, but I just blew around each piston wall and tried to get the crap cleaned out of it. I don't know if that's what it's stuck up on or not. The way the pistons look or walls look, surely doesn't look like it is anything of that nature. So I don't know. Maybe mess with it tomorrow. It's getting kind of late already. We're getting to the dark at 9:30 time of the year, which is great. But that just means that when you wake up for work the next morning, you're even more tired because you stayed out later. But anyway, I'll probably blow around each cylinder one more time and call it for the night. Really starting to get a little bit discouraged on this thing. I guess that's how every project goes. All I want is, at this point, I'd just be happy if it cranked. It might not have any compression in it, but if it would just crank, I'd be happy. So that's where we stand right now. This is what we've resorted to. Some of you might see it already, but this motor just absolutely will not turn over. And the more and more we think about it, we're thinking there must be something stuck in the bottom end. We don't know what. I thought about pulling the oil pan, but that's kind of the worst case scenario. I've got a pipe wrench and a come along pulling this motor and just take some load off the starter. And the thing is, it moves. It's just stuck tight. Oh, just stuck tight. I won't be able to watch this piston right there. It should move. Well, you can't see it, but it did move. But I don't know. I'm just at a loss. If this keeps fighting, we're gonna have to pull the pan, see what's hiding underneath there. I blew all the cylinders out, the rings, but that doesn't get the skirts, so I don't know. This is really getting discouraging. It really is. See, and it won't move. That won't move the motor, so I don't know. There's something wrong. I am afraid. Get it all running and just have to tear it apart anyway, but who knows. You can see the whole car move. I'll try and hold still. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear the disdain in my voice or disappointment, but it's there. Don't worry. I really thought this thing would be running by now. I wish it was, but it's not. It's just putting up a fight. More of a fight than I ever imagined. Anyway, I'm going to keep doing this. I probably won't update unless something happens, so it'll probably be a few days before you see another video, another clip. But yeah, anyway. Oh, we're pulling the motor. Giving up 24 volts, didn't even touch it. So, we're gonna pull the motor. Got the radiator pulled. I was hoping I'd be able to get the top torque converter bolts, but it's not gonna happen. So I think we're gonna have to pull the transmission too. We'll have to pull the torque converter out from the transmission, but I don't think we'll be able to get a straight enough shot here to safely pull it out without damaging anything. So I think we'll just pull it all. Good learning experience, I suppose. But yeah, it'll get put back together. It'll all go back in. I think the game plan right now is to just, I don't think we'll have to pull the camshaft out. Maybe we should, since we're in here. Maybe we should just make it a 390 while we're in here, but I think the plan is literally just to take it apart, make sure it spins, and put it back together. Yeah. Whether bearings just are decided to get done, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think we'll have to pull this front end off. I'll have to pull the cross member. I don't think so. I'll have to pull the cross member. I don't know if we should put the pan on maybe when we're pulling the motor, just in case, or not. Hard to say. We won't have to raise it up as far, but you won't have the protection either. It's not much protection when you have the engine and transmission and they fall to the ground, but it's better than nothing too, so. I don't know. I don't know how many times I've said I don't know or anyway in this video, or both of these videos. There's got to be a lot. But I think we're going to put this, I don't really want to unhook the generator. I don't know why. I just don't want to. So I think I'm just going to just take it all off and put it in the battery tray. One last thing to lift. I think we'll be able to pull from the head bolts. Okay. I'm questioning, but I think we'll be fine. Z-bar's got to come off. Pull the drive shaft. This is slowly. I mean, I knew it was going to be a big project, but this is getting excessive. You know, I sprayed all these cylinders. These two are, this one's soaked in, or has oil going past. That one's got oil going past. That rear one's got oil going past. So I'm guessing it's this one, and these two are the main culprits. Yeah, that one's got oil running through it. It's just slowly been getting tighter and tighter. Yeah, it's never actually, besides that video where it cranked over, it's never actually, it has all quite literally fought harder since then. Yeah. It's just, it needs to be taken apart, so. I suppose we'll keep working on it. I might get the push mower out and mow this grass.
Make it look a little bit more presentable.
Yeah, I'm tired of working on it right now, but if it rains, well, we don't have any protection anymore. I don't know what we'll do with the hood. But yeah, we are, I think we're ready to pull it. I think we're gonna take the chain, bolt it here, bolt one here, you know, crisscross it. So hopefully that'll pull it even. I don't know. All new. I guess if it keeps popping head gaskets, we'll know, but I've got all that unhooked. Z-bars unhooked. I think we're gonna pull it with the lines. I hope. Because I can't really, I can get down there, but they're wanting to twist off, so hopefully that'll work. Drive shaft's out, pan beneath the end, speedometer's unhooked. Cross member bolts are out of the transmission to the cross member. I think it's ready to be pulled. I'm sure we'll find out what we forgot though. So I don't know. I'll probably set the tripod up, see what happens. I'm not sure if it's going to clear these motor mounts though, so kind of wondering on that, but we'll cross that bridge later. Well, it's out. Tried to catch as much oil as we could. Luckily that's all cardboard, so should soak it all up. When it's up, I'm gonna scrape all this off and put that cardboard under it and hopefully dry it up some. But that cross member was in the way and it's kind of a trick to get out, but first motor we've ever pulled. We're gonna put the hood back on just because no safer place for it than on the car. But yeah, this is what we did. Right, wrong, or indifferent. I was a little bit worried about that, but yeah, I don't know. We'll find out if it was right or not. But yeah, I mean, this thing had a hellacious oil leak. It's caked on everywhere. Well, we cleaned some dirt off of it. Whew. Gotta move around the skid loader, but we're gonna set it on this tire for now. We put the oil pan back on with a few little bolts, or 4 or so bolts. But yeah, let's pull the transmission off. And torque converter will come with it, but I don't know if there's a whole lot of oil or ATF in this transmission anymore. Well, things have, I think I said in the last video, we were taking the motor apart, but things are happening and we're doing it the wrong way. Got wood all over the motor. There's some dog hair in there, but I don't think this one's gonna come out with the crankshaft like that. No, definitely won't. We're just trying to get enough of them loosened up that we can turn the crankshaft. That's all we're trying to do here. Maybe that's the key. You can't even see what's happening.
See if I can knock this.
Each piston hits a ring ridge and it sticks. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video. The notches point towards the front of the motor. Just for reference sake, do both sides. Yeah, notches point forward. So, we don't know how this is gonna work. Ouch.
Squished my finger.
But here are the two pistons that we have out. The one really fought, and the other one didn't fight too bad. Number 8, yeah, this is 8. She's a little bit nasty. A lot of crap on this one. So this is definitely one that was stuck good. And everyone's gonna be like, oh, you're not doing it right, you're not doing it right. Yes, we know. It's fine. It's a 352. But yeah. Anyway, I'll show you these bearings. They're getting, you can see quite a bit of brass on them. They're getting there. It was getting to be time. It was needing to rebuild. So it's probably a good thing we're in here. It just kind of sucks. But yeah, debating on, we're in the might as well stage. Like, we may as well probably take the crank off. Take the crank off and out. And new bearings there, and then, well, may as well put a new timing chain in that's not nylon. And then this still needs to be fixed. So we'll have to order one of those. And the new front main. Yeah. Man, I can't hold the camera straight to save my life right now. But yeah, there's the crankshaft, and this probably should be ground down. Will we? I don't know. I don't know.
Probably could just polish it or something.
Say, Dad wants a
I
390.
don't foresee this piston coming out.
Dad wants a 390, so we're not
Not really out anything.
not any out on it. So the 352 runs, that's great. But yeah. Here we are. We're gonna have to pull the crankshaft. Try and work these rods free. Got the timing gear pulled and all that. But yeah. I don't know how this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it. Maybe it'll make it loose enough that we can spin it over, but yeah. Try and get these out. Well, got the crankshaft out. It fought, and even with two rods, or just two rods connected, it still would not spin over. So, yeah. We were thinking it had spun bearings, but I don't think that's the case. Everything looks fine. So, I don't know. camshaft spins. Now, this is a nylon timing gear, so we'll probably change that while we're in it, but all that junk in there you see is wood, because that's all we had. And I guess some of these pistons have to be pounded out from, I guess I'll have to go out, but yeah, I'm getting in deep. We got the front crank on there, pulley, and then I had to put this back on, try and get it to spin, so. Oh, and then I dropped one last connecting rod nut into the motor, so. But yeah, I'm gonna work on pounding these pistons out. So, I don't know. Well, the engine's apart here, and I don't know if it's good or bad news. It's about what was expected. There's a whole bunch of junk in it still, but we did find out something new. Here's a normal rod. And here's the rod we must have done our hydraulics on. So this is why I was so stuck. Yeah. I don't know what the next step is. I really don't. 390 maybe? Oh. A lot has happened since the last video. As you can see, the motor is together.
However, it looks like it was probably just freshly apart.
Yeah.
We're taking it apart.
It looks like we're taking it apart, but there's some stuff in there that neither of us wanted to put on camera.
Yeah.
I will admit that. There's stuff that was done in there that you should not do. But we're not telling you what it was. And if the motor blows up, we'll know what it's from. I don't think it will. But there's some stuff done in there that was not going on public record. So that's where that stands. But take it away, Charles.
Family group chat. Lexi kind of roasted me for some reason.
You'll take a gander and see that it spins by hand.
I'm not gonna say it's fairly easily, but it also shouldn't go easy either. You know, it's not. We want some resistance. It's a good thing.
But
oh, we honed the cylinders out. Put new bearings in it. All new bearings in it. Clean the crank.
new cranks now.
Yeah, new cranks now.
That was the second attempt.
We cleaned the inside of the engine out better than the outside.
Yeah.
I put new valve seals in. Lapped all the valves.
Put new timing gear in it. That's not nylon. But there's just stuff done in there that that was odd.
Yeah, it was.
It's
got a hydraulic lifter.
Are we building enough pressure in it? When we put the rocker arms on, it just didn't act like any valves were going down, so we figured the lifters were.
There's T's.
It's should be right about here.
This poor ratchet, we did it in trying to break this engine loose.
Right there. If it runs, it's gonna be great. If it blows up, I don't think it'll blow up, but
freshly rebuilt car. It had a bent rod, so it wouldn't have run right anyways.
oh, I don't know if I showed that on video. The scavenger in us decided to try and straighten it. I tried to straighten it, realized this is never gonna work, so it went back, or I just got a different rod.
We took this apart, what, mid-June, I think?
Yeah. Mid-June, and it's September 14th?
20th.
20th? So.
I don't have rebuild money wrapped up in this motor, but there's a lot more money wrapped up in it than I thought there would be just to get to this point.
Yeah.
And that's not even a gas tank or anything to make it run besides the engine, so. But I guess that's how it goes. But yeah. We're going to try and put it in the car tonight. We're running out of time. Harvest is starting soon, and getting it in the car, that's what we need to do. We're not going to be around tomorrow, but yeah.
We primed all the oil pump up before we got it to this point. Pumps oil, clean oil, so.
Yeah.
We're just going to throw it in the car. We had thoughts of trying to start it like this, but changed our minds, so.
It needs a lot of ATF, and it was just going to puke it all back out going into the car.
Yeah.
I guess you got this bag now, but it'd still get dirty.
Yeah. So.
We better not dilly-dally. We're wasting daylight, which we don't have a lot of anymore. Hey, well, Eagle has landed. Didn't get any video of it. Just too much going on. But, yeah. Oh. Sorry. It's in there. You might note some oil right there on the rear main. Well, I don't know what to say. That's what I'm going to leave it at. Hopefully it's just because we had it at such an angle, but I doubt it. I'm sure it's going to leak like a pig. Anyway, cross members in and all that. So I think we're probably going to be calling it here pretty soon. Transmission lines are in. But I need to air up that tire. But yeah, it's in. So, anyway, it's not taking up room in the shop now, so that'll make Dad happy. So, anyway, closest we've been for a long time. A long time. So, I suppose we'll get the hood on probably. Because the safest place for the hood is on the car. So, anyway. We've made some progress on it. Sorry about that. Let me adjust my light here. Distributor's in, wires are in. Generator's not tightened up yet, but water pump's on. You'll note that this is all the old stuff, and I'm not going to say I'm not confident, but I don't want to spend any more money on this motor till I hear it run. So we're going to wait on the water pump. It's not too hard to get off. We only siliconed one side of the water jackets, like the water pump and the coolant tank. So they should come off when the water pump or something eventually or inevitably leaks. I've got a new lower radiator hose going. Or ordered. Charles didn't do the David Freiberger official zip tie holder. Don't know why. Be sick dope, but wiring's basically all hooked up. I guess if it doesn't run, it's at least complete. It could be parked like this, so it's gonna run. Stay positive, it's gonna run. But yeah. Anyway, that is the update, and hopefully tomorrow night, fingers crossed, I'll be able to try and start this thing. So yeah, that's the update as of now. Sight for sore eyes. Don't have the, I guess I have to put the starter in yet, so not quite all done yet, but we're getting there. Crank. I don't know what it wants. Oh! She overfilled the carb. Needle and seat not working right. Very possible, just considering it didn't get any. Wait. Okay. Let's stop. It's pouring gas out of the carb. Like, pumps a lot of gas.
Key might be off.
Yeah, you got carb issues there, John. That's not right. Either that gas can is flowing way too much, or pump is just straight up. I don't know if you saw that, but we had 45 pounds of oil pressure. Why is it? Oh, we also have to retort the heads on this thing too. Well, anyways, are you guys, sorry, we're kind of into this right now, so might need to let you go. First time and since
It's at 180 degrees off.
we're no way we did that too. Yeah, we had ours 180 out, and then we had the plug wires in the wrong spot, so we moved all the plug wires. And
we aren't getting spark again. So.
Yeah, those points are definitely bad. They're gonna run just enough for you to think. Yeah, it's gonna run just long enough for you to think that they're good, and then they're not gonna work. That's what's gonna happen.
So do I need to get Doug to get us some points then?
Or... Yeah.
Okay, I'll text him then.
Well, honestly.
Oh yeah, you like our co-op placement?
Pretty good. If you're really worried about it, you might just have to. Probably needs full throttle. That is not good. just pumps and pumps and pumps.
Now, is that because it ran out of gas?
I did notice the oil pressure wasn't as good as it was before.
Yeah, I did notice that too.
But it was also idled down a lot more too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought that cut through there. I don't know.
The lifters are more rattly than I would like. But maybe they're just sticky because we didn't take them out.
Yeah. What's the oil look like?
It's in the range.
Well, I'm gonna tighten that down.
Well, I'm gonna try and restart
Oh.
it and see. I don't know what it needs. Does it need more gas? Let's put some gas a little bit.
It did not like your timing modification.
Back it off a little bit. Okay. Try that.
Don't even try and tighten that down there. It's not worth it. Oh. Way less power. Now, is that because it came down from idle?
Yeah. Is the idle set too low now?
Probably. I don't know. It kind of acts like it's got a mind of its own. A little more.
Well, it's got less oil, but I'm guessing it's hot now too.
Yeah. I wonder what that rear main seal looks like.
Slinging oil.
Now I can't tell what's it want.
The fuel pump has been in the fuel this whole time now.
Take it off. Let's see if it
I'll let it off.
nuclearly overfills the carb.
Wait, let me tighten this time again. Wait.
I turn the key off. There's a lot of
as I've said earlier, there's a lot of stuff in this motor that's probably not approved.
Well, we know it runs at least.
Say, if it blows up, we can say it did run though.
Yeah. At this point, that's what we're going for, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
There is coolant in there, I guess.
Could you see it slinging oil?
No, I couldn't, actually.
When we put this motor in, it dumped oil out of the rear main. We both... we should probably check that ATF sometime here too. It's had enough time to pump, so... Well, I'll have to...
I'll have to be running, but I just want to see if there's oil in it.
Is there? I don't think there's any. We'll be back.
Well, you started.
Yep.
Well, it's next day. Will it start?
Well, you replaced the float or the needle and seat with the old one. I retorqued the heads.
The exhausts are bolted on.
Yep.
It should sound a little different than yesterday.
Yeah. You can really hear those not happy lifters. Oh! 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 It's got all that hydraulic oil in the exhaust. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, those lifters don't sound happy. Not at all. That new needle and seat, huh? That started really good. Just tapped her. I was wondering how loud it was going to be, the lifter noise with the non-open manifolds. Yeah, I don't like the sound of that. There's that valve train. Sounds almost like valve train. I think it's got a high idle, honestly. Well, I don't know what that was. Did it suck out of gas?
Yeah,
It did.
or maybe it wasn't overflowing because it wasn't in the gas.
Maybe. Nothing. Surely it doesn't take that long to pump gas up. Oh. Yep. That fuel pump must have a relief in it or something that is just stuck wide open. I don't know what else it could be. That's not ideal. Oh my goodness, I just set it in there. Yeah, that fuel pump must have a relief or something that is just not happy at all.
Do we want to put like a vice grip on there? That exhaust clamp really didn't seem to be doing the trick.
That tapping is concerning. It really is. You know, best case scenario would be the fan rattling on something, but it's not. So, yeah. I think there's just about has to be some sort of relief on that fuel filter. Or fuel line. Maybe there's that filter in there is plugged and it's not even remotely trying to restrict fuel. Maybe that's full of schmutz on the bottom, and I don't know. Which ones? They're on the cat, probably. They're probably on the cat still. Jersey. Yeah, I didn't even think about the oil that was in the exhaust. I was figuring it was rusted out, which the muffler is completely rusted out, but I guess there's a hole rusted out back behind there. Do you have some? Do you think there's a that fuel filter in there is plugged and it's just like completely bypassing through the filter?
You mean in the filter it's plugged?
Yeah, or in the pump, I should say. Man, I don't know. Maybe I should wipe that gas out before it starts boiling like yesterday.
Back here in the Galaxy, you can see it in the daylight for the first time in a while. But figured out why carb's overflowing. Don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but I took this float out and she sunk. And I don't know where the water got in. But now that I think about it, it did not float when I took it out of the ultrasonic cleaner. So that would cause that problem. This is from a 2100, I believe. Ouch. How many times will I hit my head on the safety before I learn? Anyway, hoping this works in there. I think it will, but yeah. Just plop it right in. Oh yeah, she's gonna work. So I'm gonna get this put in and go from there.
try and back her out. I took it off the ramps. See our fuel jug taped or put on the front of the car. Figured out our float was sunk, but it's still overflowing with gas. Talk about annoying. Okay. This left front wheel is brake is stuck. Has been stuck. But go back and forth a little bit. Back up. It does. Does it shift firm? It looks like it. That brake is stuck. It's trying to roll it, but it's just can't quite go. Oh, you got a reverse light too. That brake just won't quite let go. Oh, there it goes. Wait, that block, you drove over it. Oh, shoot. Back up. Keep going. Wait. Let's put it in park. That block is trying to wedge up on the floor, so I'll have to jack it up and we'll be back. Removed. John's gonna try and go straight. Maybe the right wheel's stuck now. Back up. Oh, the right's stuck. Oh, I thought the left one was the one that was stuck. I was thinking it was the left one that was always stuck.
No.
When you're shaking around, we are splashing some gas with our rigged fuel source. Well, I guess then it's not going to work. Well, I guess that answers the question though. It will move.
Say we really shouldn't do that too much. Don't want to burn out the transmission.
Do it one more time and
It's kind of
acting like it's needing some timing adjustment.
It might.
I might need no vacuum on the gas. I don't know, I don't know if that other float stuck or what.
Okay.
This ignition cylinder is gonna go out.
She ain't gonna do it. Ah, that's unfortunate. Like I said, I thought it was this left front that was stuck. Let me guess. Flooded. No.
I don't know, I'm ready to call it.
Yep.
Feels like another work day. It's not, it feels like.
Feels like a good place to stop.
Yeah. Well, I was at work today, so Charles got this brake drum. I made a video of it that I'll airdrop to you.
Oh, okay. Got that all gutted. So yeah, I don't know. Will he finish putting the wheel on? I don't know. But we're getting close to maybe a test drive. Maybe not. I hear the thing tap, tap, tap away. Oh, hi. Oh, Jersey. Jersey. Yeah. Don't make this too long. Here we go. This will be the first drive. No brakes. Nothing. First time in years. Still having our carb overflow issue, but we got some low tires. Oh, darn. Oh, she's gonna run out of gas. By run out of gas, I mean you need to stick the fuel hose back in. This is what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do the whole time. Not quite in the same spot, or the spot that I wanted to do it in. But man, this makes me happy. It drives enough to move it somewhere. It still needs work, but I don't know if I've explained the significance of these two cars, but these cars were bought by brothers. So Charles bought this one, George bought this one. Both bought them from the same dealership, and they're basically optioned the same way, just different paint color. Obviously it's a different year, but they were both bought new by brothers, same dealership and all. So that was the drive, and that's kind of why I bought this car, because I wanted to keep them together. Because I mean this is such a cool story for cars. I mean, they're 4-doors, but it's just such a cool story to have for your own vehicles. I mean, how many people can say that they've got two cars that their great uncle bought new and their great grandpa bought new from the same dealership, stayed in the same family their whole lives? I mean, it's just a neat story with them, and that's why I wanted them. That one's definitely in better shape. This one's, they've got about the same miles, and the condition of them, or the condition difference, not even counting the fact the running differences, but like the body panels between the two is just this one is pretty rough body panel wise. There's some Bondo in it, and that thing's really clean. So, and they lived 10 miles apart their whole lives, so yeah. But, well, actually no, 3. They live 3 miles apart for most of their lives. So it's just a story, and that's what it is, an awesome story. So well, I think we're gonna end the video there. It's a long video. It's kind of got some holes missing in it, but it's been a long project to get to this point. I didn't say it, and I guess I'm not too good at it, but I did get all new brakes on it. It was kind of a rush job. I had an afternoon to do it. Really didn't have time to film, so I didn't do it. But I got 2 new drums up front because these ones were wrecked. They probably could be used still, but I don't know. But all new brakes around, so it does stop. It moves under its own power. We haven't done anything with the gas tank yet. There's a drain on it. We started to drain it, but we didn't get it running until September. So their harvest basically started, and it was a longer harvest for us. So a lot of the work was done just when we had time. Not very good for YouTube making, but we had to get it moved, and that's what we had to do. So, and this is a long video already. I knew it was, and if you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. It's kind of a hard watch. I mean, I know it is. I'm not a great editor, but a lot of this stuff we're kind of keeping in for personal records. So yeah, it's great for entertainment, but also looking back on it, you know, it's kind of nice to have some of that stuff. But anyway, engine still, we're gonna have to get lifters for it. Take the valve cover off. I did get one lifter for it. They're $10. So that'll be a spendy trip again. But that's all they had at Napa, but I'll have to get more. But yeah, it's just going to be a slow progress. I don't know when I'll get to it. It stops, and that's phenomenally great. And yeah, that's really what I was going for, just to get the thing stop and then bring it up to this spot. I got an air filter for it, so it is finally enclosed from the elements. I'll show you what I had to do for this air filter housing because it's in so stellar of shape. This thing was just completely rusted out when we got to it. Yeah, she's the high performance air cleaner, and most of that is pretty generous on what I actually had to cut out, or conservative. There's a lot more of that I could cut out that would be fine. And looking at this, I don't know if that air filter sits up. Well, I guess it's sealed right there, so it doesn't matter. No air can get in, so it should be fine. But these things are... Oh, golly. Mice haven't left this thing. That's the sad part. They're still in here. But, once you get mice in this stuff, it's just almost impossible to get it out. I have to set a trap in it, but yeah. Yeah. That's where she stands. It runs, drives, and stops. Doesn't run and drive very good. Motor, the lifters are not happy. And I don't know why we didn't mess with it when we had the motor torn apart, but we didn't. So we've seen somewhere you can pull the lifters out through the valve covers. Just have to try it. But I don't know. And I see him at 4 minutes on this already. But yeah, that's where she stands for now. I can't tell you when the next video will be, but like I said, if you've made it this far, I really appreciate you watching. So yeah, got it parked up here next to the Olds. The Olds' flat tire at least is on the uphill side, so it sits the right way. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I have no idea when the next part will come, but it's all a work in progress. So